Hi guys, good afternoon. So I am about to take you inside a very, very special place here in Bali. Hi everyone. So I just landed here on a motorbike. I am outside of the main city of Ubud here in Bali. And today I'm going back to a place that has actually meant a lot to me. I have a lot of really fond memories of this place. I'm going to take you inside a really beautiful temple and we're going to meet some really amazing trees. Like this one. That's a tree. It's like one tree. Oh, hi Rebecca. Hi honey. Good to see you. Hi Debbie. Hi everyone. Hey Leanne. So stick with me. In this video we're going to wander into this just incredible temple complex. The Balinese culture, the Balinese iconography, the Balinese like just artwork is so incredible. The craftsmanship is so incredible. So we're about to see an amazing example of that. So without further ado, let's get going. Let me see if I can remember which way I prefer to enter. Why don't we just get? I'll just get you to the good stuff. So bye. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Good evening. Hi. So last time I stayed here in Bali was 3 years ago, and I stayed right around the corner from here. Oh, Susan, thank you, honey. Hey, Cara Brady, nice to catch you live too, honey. Ooh, we'll see, going by. It's like seeing old friends. So here are your temple guardians. So I like to say, I greet you. Hello. Bye. Hi everyone. Hi Linda. Hey Dana. Hi honey. It's probably, what time is it for you in New Zealand? Torianne in Pittsburgh. Hi honey. So here you got some pretty intense temple guardians. You are not going to mess with these guys. Nobody's going to mess with these guys. Hi Shauna. Shauna, I am outside of Bali in a place called Gianyar, even though technically it's all Gianyar, but I'm in like the more of like the village side. This is not the tourist area. In fact, one of my dear friends, Bree, I met her because she was driving in this area and I was driving behind her. And first of all, it was a white girl who wasn't wearing shoes driving in this area, and so at the time I was like, who is this girl? And I literally followed her. So she pulled over, I pulled up behind her, and I'm like, who are you? What are you doing here? Are you lost? Do you need help? And that's how I met one of my best friends in the whole world. And then I actually took her here to this tree. I took her to this very special place that I'm about to take you guys. So without further ado, let's go inside so we pay respect. Great. Let's go. All right, guys. So I'm entering a temple. So I have my long sleeve shirt on. I am dressed appropriately, you know. Got my long pants on. You don't want to go into a temple. Behold the spirits of the temple. Hi Melissa. Hi honey. So once I came here and there was a big festival happening and this whole place was just full of people and musicians and it was like a carnival. Let's go. Okay. Hello everyone. Oh, look at this. All of this. How huge is that statue? Pretty huge. Look at that, guys. So what's interesting is a lot of times you see these images and like, wow, that guy's really scary, right? And it's like, oh, that must be a bad guy. Actually, a lot of these images are like defenders of the Dharma, like defenders of that which is good and pure and true. And the idea is that these spirits like show up and descend upon the earth when they are needed, when like the darkness is rising. So you know, you fight with scary looking guys, you know, like you don't fight with bunnies. So hi. I don't know if you messaged me. Oh, Terry Heyman. Sorry I haven't seen her message. Okay, let's keep going. How big is the statue? The statue's pretty big. Alright, let's keep going. Oh, it's so nice to be back here. So we're gonna head over there. So that that's where we're going, to that gorgeous tree over there, so stick with me. We're gonna take a little bit of a winding path to get there, see what there is to see. Hello, friends. See how there are always these guardians outside the door. In fact, if there was something, hi Kathy, if there was something I would love to get for my house, it would be some like guardians for my doorway. How cool is that? Oh, look at that tree. It's like all one tree. Shauna asked, do I feel settled in? Am I finding my rhythm? Yeah, Shauna, I'm definitely starting to feel better. Today I was able to sleep until 6 a.m., which was nice. I made a friend yesterday. I went to this really great womb activation, womb healing with the founder of the Priestesses of the Golden Age, this woman named Devi Ma. And yeah, it was a really beautiful gathering of women. And I made friends with the girl sitting next to me. And afterwards we hung out and we had dinner together and just like, yeah, tuned in. And it was really nice to just like connect and make a new friend. And found out about some dances happening and some other events. I got tapped into an Ubud events WhatsApp group. Remember I was telling you about WhatsApp? So there's a WhatsApp group where people post events. So yeah, my schedule is quickly filling up with things that I'm excited to do. Yes, I'm definitely starting to feel more rested. I got myself that yoga mat, so now I'm doing my own yoga practice, which is really great. Oh, look at this. I remember last time I was here 3 years ago, they were touching up the gold paint. I am so glad that I have this better phone. When am I going back to Bali? So I've decided that I'm going to extend my trip slightly. I think I'm going to stay out 2 months because, you know, I'm here. It's not every day I get to come out. So I checked with Saul watching Stella. Stella's doing well. She's fine. She's smiling on the couch, taking a nap. He's feeding her chicken and all the stuff. I'm checking with Gloria because she's watching Fievel. I'm gonna make sure it's okay with her. Sean, I should pop over to Oz. Yeah, you know, I could do a lot of different things. Wow, look at that guy. Oh, only 3 hours to Perth, 6 hours to the Gold Coast. Yeah, Sean, I know. Well, I'm deciding what I want to do. I might go to Nepal to meet up with Luke. I might not. Yeah, Jen, will I record the moment I see Stella when I come back? Yeah, I think that would be really great. So imagine this place is just full of people and they have these big festivals and these big parades and yeah, just all of this wonderful. Tracy, second that. Hi, Lynn. Ooh, it's really hot, guys. I'm so excited to take you to the tree. Okay, let's go this way. So, interesting fact about this temple is the birthplace of Bali Hinduism. I can't remember why that is, but some crazy stuff went down here in history. I mean, you can see how old this place is just based on like what's growing on these statues like that. That takes a while for it to form. What's the name? Katie, I can't remember. I only know the way to get here. I don't know how to find it on a map, honestly. Oh, Roger, thanks for the stars, honey. Good to see you. Good to feel you there. Wow, look at that doorway. So, first of all, amazing. Hey, Ganesha, Jai, Ganesha, Jai, Ganesha, Jai, Jai, Jai. Look at it up there, wow. Hi, Kim. Hi, honey. What's going on? I like to take a moment, so permission to approach, and I listen. Permission granted. Okay. Wow. Wow, just look at this. These are like these little offering coins. See that there? Wow, it's like a big serpent. Wow, guys. So cool. So there's a really cool big tree. There's a really cool big tree. That's the one where we're going to. It might be Bisaki Temple, I don't know. Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha, Jai Jai Jai. Ooh. It's behind the door. It's a courtyard. I really don't want to go pushing doors open. Just like look at the intricacy. So amazing, right? Stay tuned, we're going over there. So excited. Okay. Pam, hi Pam. So it's carved. This is all carved. So one thing that you find here in Bali is they have the most incredible craftsmanship. So they work with stone, they work with wood. The detail is incredible, like the time, like the attention, the detail. It's all pretty amazing. Oh, it reminds you of Ferngully, huh? Hi, honey. Okay, wow. It is really hot. Where are the people? I don't know, at work? So it's 12:50. It is the heat of the day. Normally, I don't like to be out at this time. Other people don't like to be out at this time. But come the evening time, when the heat breaks, that's when people really start to emerge. I mean, they're still out there. They're still on the street. A lot of people are having lunch right now. But I would say, like, later in the day, morning and evening are probably when you're going to see most people. It's also when I like to go out, so typically I wouldn't be doing this right now, but I wanted to make a trip here to Ganyar because I want to visit this temple because I just have 11 seeds of light to plant, so I have to find a place to plant them for the full moon. So, I mean, you know how it is. Just gotta find a place to plant your 11 seeds of light. Yeah, I don't actually, now that I think I've never been here when there's like absolutely nobody, but we still might encounter some people. It's not the zombie apocalypse after all. Oh, there's a face. What is the approximate temperature? Janice, it's hot. I think it'd probably be in the 80s. So here, we'll go and we'll see what's on the other side of that door. Because some of you would ask. Ooh, look at this one. Hello, everyone. Hello. Wow. So what we saw before was wood. Here's stone. Oh, Donna, it's 1:50 a.m. Huh? I'm both happy to catch you awake, but also like, oh, bedtime, honey. Actually, you're an adult. I don't need to tell you when to go to bed. Roxanne. I'm sorry about the volume, Roxanne. Really sorry. Let's go inside. Oh. Oh. Jai Ganesha, Jai, 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 Jai. Moss. Oh, I know. Okay, let's go see what's. Permission to enter. Thank you. Okay. Ooh. So here we are on the other side of the door. There's the door. So the door, as my understanding, is more of like a spiritual door, like a representation in a way. It's like a portal. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Let's get first to the shade. person. Whoa. Oh, there's our friend. That's where we're going. So let's just see. These cool statues. Hello. Greetings. It's really old. Yeah, the humidity is what makes it feel super hot. Oh. Okay, wow. It's interesting how the other side of the door is so ornate and this one is so plain. All right, let's get to the tree. Let's get to the tree. Let's get out of here and get to the tree. We can actually go this way, if I remember correctly. Oh my god. This feels like coming back to visit a very old friend of mine. This tree was one of my first friends in Bali. Oh, it's so good to see you again. You can actually go inside. Let's go inside. I remember when I was here last time, I was living super close, just around the corner. I would take my evening walks here. And I was in such a tough place. I didn't want to make videos. Like I was really struggling. Oh man. I was really struggling and it was hard to make videos and it was hard to bring stuff on the internet. There's a cleaner looking. Toby, this is my second time here. It was 3 years ago that I was here last. Oh, hello, friend. So these little tendrils that you see hanging, given enough time, they become... Oh, thank God. Oh, hello, friend. We just found the shade. It was really, really, really sunny. Okay, so what's really cool about these trees is they're like, are they banyan trees? But check out these little tendrils that hang down. See these little, it's like a thread, like a hair. Given enough time, those threads become these hanging arms or these other trunks. So this is one tree, but it has like 20,000 trunks in a way. So let's go up. Hi. Hi. Oh, it's good to see you again. Hi. Do you remember me? I remember you. Hi, Bev. Here, let's walk around first before we go inside. And then down there is the most special place of all. I may or may not take you guys down there because I want to leave something for myself. Oh, look at this. So if you cut this tree, so these big branches were cut, and then it sends out all of these little threads. And so it keeps growing. So many years ago, I made a video about this tree that had been cut, and then these little threads came out, and I talked about how Even if you get cut back, you can still grow, just like this tree. Hello, Joseph. Julia, do I? I don't think I have that much. I have some. In the land of the blind, the blind man is king, my dad would always say. Oh, that breeze feels really nice. Looks like that place over there was our entry, so let's go back. We are about to enter this beautiful tree. I remember when I met my friend Bree, when I followed her, I chased her down and became friends with her. I brought her here. Like, hi, do you want to come meet my friend, the tree? And she did, and it was the start of a very beautiful friendship. She was the first one to tell me about breathwork, about pranayama. She said it was the new frontier in spirituality and consciousness. Well, I'm stuck under the spider web. I don't know if you can see that spider. There's a pretty gnarly spider there. Alright, let's go inside. Let's avoid the spider web. Hello, friends. Hello. Permission to enter? Thank you. Ah, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Look at this. Look at this beauty. Whoa. Look at all those bugs. Oh, thanks, Bev. Well, happy to bring you along for the ride. Whoa. Wow, okay. We did it. We made it inside the tree. Debbie, is the cave? No, you know what? But I need to put that cave on my list. So the cave of fear. I'm gonna do it again. This time I think I'll bring my bathing suit. That's in another place, Michi. I almost went to Michi today, but I have to plant my 11 seeds of light, so. Here. Bali, or Allison asks, is Bali where I got my mermaid tattoo? No, I got my mermaid tattoo in Thailand. That was the chapter before Bali. That was a whole other chapter. Bali was really the chapter about getting sober and recovery and really starting to like face my fantasies, face the way I wasn't, facing life on life's terms and living the way, living what I wanted it to be, not the way it actually was. So let's I remember spending a lot of moments in this tree, with this tree, when I was, just feeling very sad and very lost. Wow. Feeling very sad and very lost and very confused. I remember distinctly sitting here and looking out in this direction and just being like, just needing answers, needing guidance, just so confused, so lost, so just reaching and grasping and craving for something to deliver me from my own sadness. And yeah, it's really nice to be here today in a place of genuine joy. There are a lot of bugs. Oh, did I win the ant lottery? Okay, we are going to stand up. Alright guys, I am going to get going so I can focus on communing with this beautiful creature. I think I'm going to play some music for her. I'll play something. I'll play my song that I'm really into right now, Debbie. But let me find a good spot that's not on an anthill. A little poncho. Oops. Yeah, Pam, exactly. I'm gonna take some private time before I go down to the main event. But I'm gonna play you guys a song, and then we'll call it. Wow, a lot of bugs in this tree. A lot of bugs. Oh, Dave. A lot of bugs. Let's just say a lot of bugs. Oh, cha 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 cha. Oh, Pia, cool. Hi, honey. Thanks for saying hi. I'm glad you liked the poem. It was for you. Yeah, Lucy, full circle of healing. Yeah, today I went to my 12-step meeting about codependency, and I really appreciated one of the shares where the woman was talking about how like recovery is such a process. Like it's such a process. Healing is such a process. It doesn't happen all at once. You know, we need seasons, we need time, we need years. You know, and we have our concept of how we want things to go and the timeline. It's me tapping my wrist. The timeline that we want things to go, but that's not how healing works. Like there's a force that's taking us. Like there's a force that brought me here to Bali. There's a force that acts for us, through us, with us, upon us, through ourselves and each other, you know, and I feel like so much of the journey is just learning to relax into that force, you know, call it God, call it the universe, call it nature, call it whatever you want to call it, you know, as long as you call it and have a relationship with it, whatever it is, you know, because that force wants to prosper us and it wants to help us, you know, but it needs us to just kind of like let go. And it's like the difference between swimming up a river versus like letting go and letting the current take you. So like there's a current, right? It wants to take us and it's beautiful. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find a good spot. That kind of works. Let's see if it doesn't fall. Wow, what an auditorium. All right. Wow, it is hot. It's like, it's tit sweat hot over here, guys. Tit sweat hot. Let me just tune my uke, because, oh, this is another thing, I had a really great understanding of, like, you know, you see how my ukulele, like, I have to tune it. I have to tune it, because over time, just even over the hours of the day, sometimes the strings become too tight or too loose, they become out of tune, and if I play an out of tune ukulele, it doesn't sound as good. So I have to make the habit of, like, pulling out my app. Oh, yeah. Oh, see, out of tune. So that's tuned up. You good? Yeah. Great. So now I'm in tune. So I was thinking about this, how like, you know, I can be like my ukulele. My strings can become out of tune. You know? And it's just by, you know, living life, interacting with people, just being human on this earth. And so, you know, my job is to recognize when am I out of tune, and then take the time to retune myself, because if I'm out of tune and I go try to make music with others, it's never gonna sound good. It's always gonna be off, you know? So my work is always first and foremost with myself, to make my own music beautiful before I go and try to make music with others. Some bugs. I got some bugs and I cannot lie. Bye, Sammy. Alright guys, I am going to take some time catching up with my friend here. It's been a long time, so we have a lot, I'm sure we have a lot to share with each other. Like I'm sharing my blood with these mosquitoes. Oh yeah. Okay. Public sharing is over. Private time is beginning. I love you guys very much. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful evening, a beautiful morning, a beautiful life, wherever you are. I hope you're choosing joy and, yeah, taking responsibility for your part, you know, and really just learning to recognize, like, you know, where is it that you inhabit patterns that, like, lead you into a sad place or a dark place. I feel like that's the road I've walked. I have this poem in mind, and I only have one line, and it talks about the long road to this smile, like the long road that I had to walk to get to this smile today. Oh, Allison, thanks, honey. Alright, it's really itchy. It's hot. It's itchy. I gotta go. The next place I'm going to that I'm not bringing you to, it's the Sacred Water Temple, which is where I started my rap career. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm a rapper. I'm a closeted rapper. And I started down here praying. I do like spiritual rapping. My name is Gentle Knowing. Some of you know that. But it started here, so I'm really excited to go reconnect with the spirits here and just give thanks and praise and give some offerings. And that's a bee. Hi, bee. Om Gam Ganapatahe Namaha. 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 Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha, Jai Jai Jai. Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha, Jai Jai Jai. Alright guys, love you. Bye.